to protect it. Oh, he went in the table this time. Another day, another smartphone leak. In this case, my goodness, it's like the whole device. The Huawei P30 Pro, the latest flagship from Huawei, it's leaked out, even so far as showing up on Amazon with a price and a spec list. It's pretty wild. So yes, this is very likely an image of the next Huawei flagship P30. That's the P30 Pro in that picture right there. And that's the amber color with 128 gigs of storage. Price point, it looks like it's gonna be around $1,000 if this post here on Amazon is to be believed, but I'm fairly confident at this point based on all the leaks piling up now. So the main focus with this device, the change, of course, it comes on the camera unit. This has been a big performer in the camera space. In fact, the camera stuff that Huawei has been doing, in some people's book, is the premium in the smartphone space. This is gonna be a quad camera setup with a 40 megapixel sensor, a 10x hybrid zoom sensor, and also a 20 megapixel sensor. The front camera, the selfie camera, is gonna be 32 megapixels. It's a megapixel fest going on. Now, based on the information that Huawei leaked out on their own website, it sounds like this thing's gonna be an even better low light performer than the previous version, which is kind of hard to believe, but that's what they're saying. I expect them to put a lot of focus on the camera setup when the event actually happens in a few days here. Now, it looks like there's gonna be two devices, P30, P30 Pro. We have what look like images for both, as well as a nice little sampling of the various colors that will be available. It's kind of similar in some ways to other products we've seen from Huawei with these color shifts and these kind of rainbow effects. On the front of the device, the cutout is not so much of a notch. I mean, it is a notch, but it's kind of somewhere between a teardrop and the notch that we saw in the Essential phone. It's a tiny little dot in the center of the top edge of the display. Otherwise, you're looking at a really slim bezel all the way around, and you know, it is kind of meets the criteria for what you would expect from the next generation Huawei flagship from a visual perspective. Now, because this device leaked out in the form of an Amazon post, it goes a step further with this leak. There's actually specs that were on that Amazon page that we can presume quite possibly are accurate, I would guess, and this page just got published before it should have. So in this case, we're looking at a 7nm Kirin 980 platform, 8 gigs of RAM. The model that was showcased on Amazon has 128 gigs of storage and a 4200 milliamp hour battery. So that's actually a slightly bigger battery than I personally expected. But I wouldn't be surprised because, man, the smartphone marketplace at the flagship level is now so competitive. In order to differentiate, you gotta be delivering on all kinds of categories. Now, of course, this is gonna come in some different models. That is the Pro version that the listing leaked out for. And the price point puts that model somewhere around $1,000. So squarely planted in the premium smartphone segment up against the Galaxy S10 and of course the iPhone XS. Now, another feature that was listed on Huawei's own website when that post went up inadvertently was this ability to utilize that camera array on the back of the device in an unusual fashion, at least a way I haven't seen before, in which you could record two simultaneous videos at different focal ranges, so you could get both perspectives or the best of both perspectives at once when you're trying to capture an event. That's a pretty cool feature. There's some other ones listed on their website, some other claims that of course can't be tested at this point in time, but everything is looking legitimate as of right now. You had the post go up on their website with the product page. You had the Amazon post. Here, Will is showing off some of what leaked out on the website. They went into some detail on the color as well as a heavy focus on the camera unit. I think that's how they're going to market this device. I think they're going to call it just the best smartphone camera. I believe that's what they're going for. And who knows, they might just achieve that. All right, so the event is scheduled for March 26th. That's happening very soon, but I fully expect at this point to see exactly what we're seeing here, just in more detail. Hopefully we get some different price points and maybe the non-pro version comes in a little bit more affordable. We're gonna see all the colors, we're gonna see the camera samples. Hopefully the night mode can blow us away once again. Now you let me know down in the comments, where do you think this is gonna stack up against the other flagships? Do you think it can beat products like the Galaxy S10? Where do you stand? What are you saying? Let me know in the comments, and we'll check back here on the 26th when we have an official product. But I think it's going to look like this. I mean, it would be crazy if it looked like anything else at this point with all the information that's leaked out on Huawei's own website and on Amazon. Come on, we're going to see it. It's going to look like this.